What's good, everyone? Peace and love, everyone. Peace and love. I hope everyone is, excuse me, everyone is enjoying their weekend. Uh, excuse me. I have so many, I have like so many videos and photos in my phone that I was like, you know what? I have to go live, you know, just to get this information out. So today I'm going to be reading from from a new read. This is starting to become a favorite of mine, but this is called Word Magic by Pao Chang. Okay, the powers and the occult definitions of words. So you have a lot of how should I say this? You you have a lot of people, right? You have a lot of people who are very, very patriotic. Okay. And when I say patriotic, I do mean patriotic. I don't believe some of these people even think or even consider how conniving and lying their government is. But moreover, what you are, you know, what you are, how should I say it, adapting to, what you are adapting to, what are you accepting? All right. So let me go ahead. I wanted to read some of this book. All right. So let's just start off with this bit. Uh, why the word government means ruler of the mind. Okay. If you did not, skip the first chapter, of course, that's what I did. I skipped the first chapter, kind of skimmed over everything. So the the definition of the word government is the form or system of rule by which a state, community, etc. is governed. So here's one of the legal definitions of the word government. All right. The system of a polity in a state that form the fundamental rules and principles by which a nation or state is governed, by which individual members of a body politic are to regulate their social actions, a constitution, either written or unwritten, by which the rights and duties of citizens and public officers are prescribed and defined as a monarchical government, a republic, a republican government, etc. All right. So the word government is a noun in which it is derived from an old English word government, meaning control, direction, administration. To find some of the occult definitions of the word government, you would need to separate it in two, meaning of which govern and meant. All right, that's what it's saying. So the word govern is Latin word for gubernare, meaning to direct, rule, guide, govern. The suffix ment is derived from Latin suffix mentum. I'm sorry about that. Somebody texting and whatnot. All right, whatever. You're gonna be late. All right. Mentum. This suffix may be related to the Latin word mentum, mentum, which comes from the pi root men, meaning to think or to project. Stay with me now. The Latin word mens, which means mind, also comes from the Pi root men, M-E-N. Words that are derived from the Pi root men are related to qualities and states of mind or thought. So based on the occult definitions in this paragraph, the word government secretly means to guide the mind, to rule the mind, or to govern the mind. This is, and what I take from that, which is so astounding, and I've always said it be, in previous videos, but to actually read it, it was further confirmation of my point, is that the government is specifically designed to control your thought process. So what freedoms do you actually have? You're not a free thinker because someone else is governing you into thinking a certain way. Your government is assisting in redirecting you to being a follower and not a person, I'm not even going to use that term person, but a human being with a free mind. Because the government can't govern those who are free thinkers. A government cannot guide a person who has control over themselves and willing to think for themselves. Which is another reason why I understand why you have some people that feel like, I'll give you all an example. You have some individuals that they do not understand Kyrie Irving and what he is doing. Kyrie Irving is thinking for himself. Kyrie Irving is governing himself, which a lot of people should be doing, but they are not doing. Do you see where I'm coming from? All right, let us continue. So check this out. Throughout history, governments throughout the world have always used mind control techniques such as subliminal messages and propaganda to condition us how to think. The purpose of this is to control how we think so they can rule and govern our minds. See, a free thinker is a threat to the status quo. All right. But check this out. And this is another reason why I always encourage people to do more reading and stop listening to television. Stop listening to what the media outlets are saying, because a lot of times the media outlets will sit up here and tell you a bold-faced lie. So let us continue. One of the most popular and effective mind control techniques that the government likes to use to rule our minds is mnemonic. The definition of the adjective mnemonic is assisting or intending to assist the memory. As for the definition of the noun mnemonic, it is something intended to assist the memory as a verse or a formula. The word mnemonic comes from the Greek word mnemonics, mnemonikos, meaning of or pertaining to the memory. Based on these definitions, mnemonic is something that is related to the memory. Mnemonic is used in many different media, such as video games, TV commercials, cell phone apps, computers, and movies. The techniques used in mnemonic can be used for good or evil purposes. The problem is that most mnemonics of today are used to program our minds in a negative way and control how we think. So let's just stop right there. Think about it. Think about it. You have, I will give you all an example, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. You have a favorite television show, a series, something that is on television, something that is, you have a certain app that you use every single day. Whether it's, it's something that continuously programs your mind to do what it is asking or suggesting that you should do. All right. Think about it. Even with televisions, there are certain shows that we continuously watch over and over again. And then over time, it starts to implant itself into our minds. And then we start to think that these mnemonics and how they're being used to program our thought process is the reason why I personally believe it is the reason we are divided. For one, is another reason why we are not willing to accept someone else's free thinking. Why? Is because we have been conditioned and programmed, and this is why I always talk about brainwash. This is why we are programmed into thinking that what someone else is doing is wrong. It's crazy. But on the flip side, when you are being told what to think, when you are being programmed to do something or say something that normally you wouldn't say, because you understand that, hey, I respect a person's opinion, I respect a person's position, and that is treating them like human beings, as long as they are not causing harm to another human being, whether it is an adult or a child. It is the whole fact that, hey, I'm not going to chastise and ridicule people. I'm just going to see them as human beings, as long as they don't infringe on my life, and they're not bringing me harm. So, in closing, government, when you really break it down, government has never been that type of organization that really focused on the freedoms, the real freedoms of human beings. It's all about controlling you and I into either doing certain things or repeating certain things that we have continuously heard. And sometimes we ourselves don't even understand or even realize that what we are saying and what we are doing is programming. A lot of our actions, our behaviors are from programming. Damn. Mnemonics. That is the word of the day. Mnemonics. Until later, everyone, have a great day. Be safe. And again, word magic. I will be back soon to read some more. So like, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate that. Y'all have a great day. Peace and love.